For me, the role of a cinematographer is to work with a director to capture and enliven the emotional moments of a story and do it with as much integrity and truth as possible. My name is Casey Stolberg and I'm a cinematographer. I shoot commercials, music videos, short films, documentaries. So I'm shooting kind of everything under the sun.
Nash, can you bring me the 17?
Points.
We're gonna roll an over-under test, really put this thing through its paces and see what it can do.
So today we tested the GFX100 in a variety of different scenarios. The first thing we did for our over-under test was find a frame that was gonna show us as much as we could in terms of highlights to shadows. So we took the camera through a variety of tonal ranges. We went all the way from 4 stops under to 4 stops over and everything in between.
Excellent. Cutting. Let's go to half under.
We kept our shutter speed the same. We kept our ISO the same. The only thing we changed was our aperture.
Okay, speeding, got it. On the log version of the image, it seems to have a lot of integrity even at 4 stops over to the key. We'll see when we get there, but I mean, even looking at this, I'm really only clipping some of the highest clouds and we're 4 over.
So for our noise test, we shot an awesome dancer on the rooftop at blue hour as the sun is setting, which is a common scenario for filmmakers to face, where you're losing light, you're running out of time, and we have to bring the ISO up to compensate. And that can be a doomsday scenario for DPs when they have to bring their camera above the native ASA. So for us, we wanted to see how far we could really push that and still feel confident in our image. At 1250, it looked great. At 2000, good to great even, I'd say. And then at 3200, still very much usable. The GFX has a really cool feature of internal stabilization. And I noticed no micro shakes. I noticed nothing distracting, none of that. It was just focus on the image and smooth, effective handheld work.
All right, let's see what we got out of this guy.
Down, 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 and woof. Perfect, that's great.
And then lastly, we finished off with a skin tone test where we test color clarity and how skin looks, which is, for me as an artist, one of the most important parts of an image. We put up a row of bokeh lights from Christmas lights and little orb practicals, and then we set up a key light with our model actress.
Nash, let's get Slade in and let's roll this one.
We wanted to see at key, properly exposed, how did the skin tone look? How did the color clarity, how did the resolution, how did the smoothness come off? And cut. For today's test, we used FUJIFILM's F-Log, which is the most malleable image we could carry over into the color suite. We wanted to protect our dynamic range, protect our shadows and highlights, and give ourselves the most color room to play with. The highlight integrity was pretty remarkable. We were able to take our image, 3 stops over from key, which for our highlight areas in the clouds was 5.5 stops over, and bring that all the way back to the same exact grade we had when we shot it on key. And I noticed no loss in color quality, no difference in contrast. I mean, it was a really remarkable span that we were able to bring the camera to.
Okay, so on this 3200 ASA footage, I'm liking where the noise is at here. It just feels like a sense of grain almost. It kind of feels organic in a sense.
Yeah, it does.
Which is nice.
It feels very organic.
I mean, I'm surprised. It's very filmic noise. It's not digital feeling. This is really nice looking footage.
The skin looked great. From a color standpoint, it felt accurate. It looked like what I see with my eye, which is the goal, and it was pleasing. Camera choice is a tool in your arsenal, and it's a creative choice first and foremost. In testing the GFX today, I was thoroughly impressed by a number of aspects of this camera, and especially when we brought it into the color grade, I think it confirmed for me that a lot of cinematographers are going to be really excited about this tool.